welcome to another live here on our Facebook and the Cash Flow Talk page. I'm so excited to be here, guys. I am beyond thrilled because today I'm going to be sharing with you some, very simple hacks or things you can do to improve your productivity, improve your effectiveness, and you can get more shit done in a day and enjoy your life more. How many of you feel like there's just not enough hours in the day to get all the stuff we need to get done, right? So we're gonna get started in a little bit. I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds, actually, not even minutes, because a lot of people usually catch the replay, and so I'm just gonna get rolling with it. It's gonna be a little bit of fun. It's gonna be very short and sweet, but very powerful. Things that are short and sweet don't always mean that they're not powerful or that they're not filled with a lot of amazingness, right? So it's going to be short and sweet, but very, very powerful. So I want you to grab a pen and paper and you are going to get started. So again, how many of you feel that there are not enough hours in a day to get everything done? And the thing is that as solopreneurs, it's hard to balance it all. In our first class that we did for our Street Smart Club, the first lesson that we ever did was all about the balance of life and the wheel of life. And if any of you have ever done that exercise, you know how powerful it is, because we get to really, really get deep into knowing what areas of our lives are lacking our focus and are really struggling. And the key is to balance it all. But how do we balance it all if we don't have enough hours, or if we don't know how to manage that time to get it all done? And so thank you so much for joining me today, whether you're in the replay or maybe you're live with me. I love you so much for spending these couple of minutes, or this maybe 15, 20 minutes that we're gonna be spending together. If you're in the replay, awesome. I love it that you got the chance, whenever you got the chance, to sit down and listen to me. And if you're live with me, I am so grateful for you and your time. So this is a serious problem, guys, that entrepreneurs are facing with every single day. So as entrepreneurs, as bosses that we are, the cash flow bosses that we are, we're our own boss, right? So we dictate what we do with our time. And most likely, most of us got into business because we wanted to be owners of our own time. We wanted to have the freedom to dictate our own time and spend the time however we wanted to, yet we find ourselves slaves of our desk and our computer and our job, which we call our business, but it's really a job that we own, right? Because we don't have the freedom that we wanted from the beginning. And so how do we get into this mess? And more likely than not, it's because we don't know how to manage the time that we do have. So how exciting is it if I share with you a couple of things that might help you get that time back, and not only to be more productive and increase your sales and talk to more clients and get more shit done in your business, but how about sharing more time with your family and the people that are important to you, and actually have vacation days and actually have days that end at 4 p.m. because you got everything done, and now you have a plan for tomorrow that will be equally as productive and effective and fun and happy like you wanted from the beginning, how you designed it in the beginning when you got started in that business that you're in right now. I know for myself, when I started this business, I did not start to be a slave of my business. I started because I wanted that freedom. So as you're joining me, please let me know where you are from. I'd love to know where you guys are coming in from, and thank you so much for joining. So as solopreneurs, we fill out our to-do lists, right? So I have my little notebook and I have my to-do lists, and I am professional at filling out lots of stuff in my to-do list, right? But guess what? That just takes time away from the really important things that need to get done, because the more things that we get started, the more things that we add to that to-do list, the less that gets done. It's likely that less stuff is getting done and nothing is getting finished. We're starting a lot of projects, but we're not finishing them, which is what lacks the results that we want in our business, right? So make sure that what you're putting in those to-do lists are things that are really important, that really need to get done. Let's not put the things that are not important in there, because then that's just going to take up our time, all right? So we get distracted with the things that are not important, and we forget the difference between urgent and important. So we start to get busy on things that are urgent because we need to get them done, because when they were important, we procrastinated and we did not get them done at that time. And now they become urgent. Now we have a deadline, and so we have to get this done, and we don't get the other important things that are supposed to get done today. So make sure that you are getting the important things done today. Don't leave them for tomorrow or the next day or the next week, because then they're going to become urgent, and then your whole strategy and your whole planning for that week is going to get completely screwed over. And that's how you start to add more and more things to your to-do list, yet nothing gets done. Wasting time in your business by procrastinating, by getting up from your desk to grab a cup of coffee when you know you're supposed to be concentrating. Your coffee time is already over, all right? That happens in your breakfast, or that happens whenever you assign that time. But if you are in a project at the moment, don't waste time by getting up, getting that cup of coffee, or maybe going onto Facebook just because, let me just check out what somebody's texting me at the moment. Or maybe check your messages on your phone. Your phone can really be a distraction. I have slots in my calendar when I do my strategy that are dedicated to being productive in certain areas of my business. And in those slots, I strictly turn off my phone. I do not answer my phone calls. I do not answer my emails. So yes, don't get caught in getting your coffee done when you're not supposed to, getting into Facebook when you're not supposed to. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So distracting yourself and wasting time in your business is costing you lots of money. So make sure that you're focused when you're supposed to be focused. If you assigned yourself that from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. you're going to be focusing on creating content, that's what you need to do. Turn off your phone, turn off that email, because you know that's a black hole, right? You know that if you answer that phone call or if you go to your email, that content is not going to get done that day. And then it turns into what I was talking before. The day that you were supposed to deliver that content, it becomes urgent. It's not longer important. And now you have to drop whatever you had to do that day and take care of the urgent stuff. So I hope I'm being clear, guys. Being busy does not mean that you're being productive, or does not even mean that your business is going to be successful just because you're more busy. Just because you look busy running around with things in your desk doesn't mean that you're being productive. So I want you to choose tasks that have a meaning to it, that have a result that's going to take you closer to those goals. Don't just choose things to make yourself busy every day. And on top of everything else, right, we have to take care of our social media. This is like a whole new thing. It's not that new. It's been around for like 10 or 15 years. But today more than ever, we have to be so active in social media. We have to have beautiful content and lots of value, and we have to deliver so many things. So on top of all the tasks that we've always had to do as entrepreneurs, now we also have to be relevant online. So everything starts to add up, and then that leads to just being frustrated, overwhelmed, low results, no sales. And when there's no sales, there's no cash flow, very low profits, leading to not successful businesses out there. And that's when they start going down, right? So being productive, it's like the stepping stone. It's like the first level of a successful business, and you need to build this from the beginning. This is an extremely important foundation that you need to set yourself when you're getting started in your business. If you're not starting in your business and you have an established business and you're still not being productive, this is a great time to establish those boundaries. We, Camilo and I teach a lot of real estate courses, and the number one thing that we teach people is to set yourself a set of rules and guidelines that you have to stick to. And one of them is being productive and setting yourself that schedule that you're going to be committed to, and you will see how things will start to get easier. And then you're going to have days where you're going to be done early, or you're going to be done on time. Isn't that awesome? You're going to be done on time. You don't have to stay over hours, or maybe late at night after the kids have been put to sleep, you come back to your desk. You won't need to do that anymore because everything is organized and you're getting shit done. So how amazing does that sound? You guys give me something cool in the comments. Give me a like, but also give me like a little heart or something in the comments so I know that you guys are loving what I'm talking about and that you can relate to this, right? This is something that happens to everybody. Even the people that look on Instagram that they got their shit together, that is not true. We all always need improvement in managing our time better. And so I'm going to share with you 4 things that you can do today that you can apply immediately in your business so that you can become more productive, more effective. But even better than that, you can cash flow even more in your business. Get those sales calls in. That's what's important. That's what my goal is here for you today. That you get more in the face of your clients, whether it is doing sales calls or maybe going out there and having, lunch with your clients. And if it's in your schedule, that's perfectly fine. Getting those sales in so that we can get more cash flow in and we can have that life that we wanted to design the day that we decided to get into our business. So number 1, it's so important, and it should be the first thing you did when you decided to get into your business. And that is having a strategy. You need to have a strategy. You need to know where you're going so that you can paint that path, that journey to getting there. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Success and where you want to get, it's a journey. It's not a destination. But it's always good to have an ending point in mind within your eyesight so that you can plan accordingly. If there is no strategy, you're just running around doing stuff without even knowing if it's getting you closer or farther away from where you want to get, because you don't even know where you want to get. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Do you guys relate to this? Do all of you have a strategy of where you want to get? And this strategy that I'm talking about is knowing exactly what needs to get done this year in your business. And so from there, you divide it into monthly targets. And every month you divide it into weekly targets. And every week you divide into daily tasks. And these are the tasks that you need to get done so that you can get that result at the end of the year that you are hoping or that you're aiming for. Let's not hope. Let's get things done, right? And so I'm all about taking action, guys. I am the action girl. I think of something and I start to get into it, right? But that doesn't mean you don't have a strategy behind it. There is a difference between taking crazy action, which is not going to lead you to anything. Yes, awesome, you are fearless and you take action, but number 2, you're not getting anywhere. Now, there is the action that I want you to take, which is determined action, and that action takes a lot of strategy, a lot of planning. You need to plan very well how you're going to enroll people into your vision, how you're going to enroll people into that movement, into your business, into your idea. That takes strategy. You need to know how to talk to them, and you need to know how to get that business plan going, which we go super deep in our Street Smart Club, which is a club for entrepreneurs who want to take their business to the next level. That's what we do. We create that strategy for them. We keep them accountable, and we teach them things every single month about how to get closer to that strategy and that end result. So are you guys enjoying this? I hope you really are. If you are, give me some hearts in the comments. And as you're joining, please let me know where you're joining from, because I'd love to know where you guys are at. So number 2, stop wasting your time. And I already talked about this a little bit. Stop wasting your time in things that are not going to give you the results that you want to get. Thank you, baby. Yes. We get sometimes involved in activities that are not benefiting our business, and that's awesome. You know, you got into business because you wanted to do whatever the hell you want to do with your time. Awesome. But make sure that you're scheduling these things so that you do get stuff done for your business, and then you're free to do whatever the hell you want to do with your time, whether it is going on vacation, drinking, being with your family, going to your son's soccer game, whatever it is. But make sure you stop wasting your time. And the best way to do that is by using a guide, using a planner. I have my planner that my husband gifted to me, and it's one of the best gifts I've ever gotten because it keeps me laser focused. I have my targets every day, and I make sure that I fill it out consistently so that I'm always aware of what I got done and what I didn't get done, what emails I did send and what emails I didn't send, right? So make sure that you have a guide and make sure that you use it.